多谢湾区台湾基督教会圣歌队感人的台湾歌表演，为今仔日的音乐会做一个美丽的结束。非常感谢今仔日音乐会所有演出者精彩感人的表演，请大家倒一届用咱热情的呼叫声来表达咱的感动。咱要感谢宋牧师娘、陈美婉女士。许红旗小姐，Helen Lee 道秋，Massacre, Leandro, and Leandro.参加今仔日的音乐会，互日和平的精神永远永存。现在请各位所有到收收后来用点心。好，是在这里吗？好，已经有点心了。安排看看没有？安排看看没有？马上一次。开始，那这个，请各位留议员来座位。即马 Congressman 已经到这个现场了吼，所以请大家。各位朋友吼，咱今南电车就咱在这个迄时候是袂到，咱现在就来讲啊。开了。
Okay. So we get this special occasion, and we really welcome that the Congressman Eric come over here. So let's get a warm welcome.
Good afternoon. Hello. My name is Eric Swalwell. I was just elected to the United States Congress to represent San Lorenzo, Union City, Fremont, Hayward, Castro Valley, Dublin, Pleasanton, Livermore, and San Ramon area. And this is an area where I grew up and I know it very well. I wanted to come here and introduce myself to you today and offer to you someone in Congress who wants to work for equality, wants to work to enable innovation so that our economy can continue to grow, and someone who wants to work for fairness in our community. Before becoming a member of Congress, I grew up in this area and I played soccer as a boy. I'm the oldest of 4 boys. My father was a police officer. My mom still works today as a secretary. And for me, I went to college and I was the first person in my family to go to college. I earned a soccer scholarship. Now, to do that, I had to take a number of different jobs. So my first job to help my parents pay for my training when I was just a boy, I worked as a newspaper boy. I worked at a restaurant as a server. I worked at the mall folding clothes. And I also worked as a wedding entertainer's assistant. So I went to over 200 weddings by the time I was 15. But I worked hard, earned an athletic scholarship, was the first in my family to go to college. And then after I was injured and no longer could have a scholarship, I pursued academics. And so what I did was I went and worked on Capitol Hill for a member of the United States Congress, Ellen Tauscher. I worked for her as an intern, an unpaid intern. They don't pay the interns. So in the morning I went back to work, 5:30 to 8:30. I worked at a gym and I handed out gym towels oftentimes to members of Congress. And then in the evening, after my internship, I worked at a restaurant, and I would serve dinner to members of Congress who would come in right next to the Capitol building. So I served them towels in the morning, I served them meals in the evening, and here I am 11 years later serving with them in the halls of Congress. And that type of opportunity is what makes our country so wonderful, and that is why I am honored to work for you in Congress to make sure we have pipelines to opportunity for every single one of God's children in our community. And so it's very important to me that we continue to do that. I think right now the goal for the United States is to remain globally competitive, and that means investing in our children, making sure that we put money into our schools so that our children can compete with the rest of the world. As you know, other countries, their populations are growing, and it's taking away jobs here in America. So investing in our children, especially in science, technology, engineering, and math, so they can compete in the future is very important to me. But also our workforce now, people who are in the workforce, have already gone to school, making sure we educate them with new job skills and make that available so they can compete in this new economy is a priority to me. I want to also tell you that my congressional office, we are here to serve, and we provide services as far as Social Security, Medicare services, anyone who's a veteran, veteran services, and we work with folks who have had their homes foreclosed on, and I want you to know that we're happy to do everything we can to help you if you have a service or need in that area. Finally, I just want to say that over the next 2 years, as a country, I really strongly believe there are so many issues that require the Congress to come together and work together. We have a United States Congress right now that is broken, and I believe that only by talking to each other and listening to each other can we achieve equality, as I mentioned, and innovation, and a community that is fair to one another. So I strive to do that. I want to work in a bipartisan way with Republicans and Democrats. I'm a Democrat. My parents are Republicans. So ever since I was a boy asking my parents to pass the peas at dinner, I've had to reach across the table and work with others. So that's something I pledge to do in the United States Congress. I'm reminded, so many people being here today, Romans 8:31 tells us that if God is for us, who could be against us? And I think that if my community is with me and I'm with my community, who could be against any of us? So I'm just so pleased that the community has come together here today. I'm honored to address you, and please never hesitate to let me know what I can do to be helpful. And I do see my dear friend who invited me here today, Dr. Jennifer Ong, who's in the back. Jennifer, stand up. She's the person who extended the invitation, so I'm grateful that Jennifer has continued to ask me to talk to our different communities. So thank you again, and again, let us know if we can ever be helpful. Thank you.
Congress, we really appreciate you can spend time with us for this special day, and the community really appreciate. And at this time, I would like to also thank you for Jennifer. You help us to coordinate this. And we actually had the other representative in the local area, and she actually on behalf of the Assemblyman's office. And would you like to say a few words?
Hello everyone, thank you for coming together today, and thank you for extending your services and remembering this day. The Assembly member was very sorry he couldn't make it today. He was feeling a bit ill, but this is a very important event to remember, and he supports the community and wants to be more involved. Thank you.
I really like to appreciate Jennifer. Why don't you say a few words for us? Okay.
Welcome everyone. This is a very somber occasion. My name is Jennifer Ong. I wanted to make sure that we acknowledge that this is something that is of important memory for us to join together with you. So I wanted to thank John for always educating me and helping me to educate the community about some of the struggles that we all share. So please make sure that we're always able to reach out with you. I represent not just my mixed community. I'm half Filipino and half Chinese, and my parents always taught us, you have to make sure that you understand both sides of your culture. So thank you very much for allowing us to be here and understanding more about how our community works together.
Thank you. Congressman, really appreciate, and please consider this as your supporter, and this is your home. As you say, you grew up in this area, and hope you can come back to visit Taiwanese community anytime. And thank you. We like to maybe have maybe join with the community. We had another reception over the other road. Thank you so much. Có loại lá khô thực bệnh ăn bài thì cái có cái để pha is you want to Congressman, do you have time for us to have a couple questions to you? Okay.
We are going with one more event this evening. What I did want to offer was to have a community event where because this is a memorial, I did not want to make it too politically charged about any of the questions. I wanted to allow you to enjoy your memorial, and so we did tell John and Dr. Ong that we would like in the future to set up a time have a conversation about the issues facing Taiwanese Americans and the Taiwanese, and what we can do as a congressional office to help. So I wanted to honor your decision to have this day as a memorial and not make it about anything other than that. But we do want to set up a meeting, and perhaps we can come back to this same beautiful church and do that. So, okay, so I wanted to just introduce myself today, and this is the first step of a friendship that I hope is two ways. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We all get a message. Congress, please join us next time. Thank you. Okay,